Scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with another pocket page in this new series that I'm going to be doing a few times a week. So today I have a pocket page from the weekend of Tinian's birthday. So we went over to Boise to visit my in-laws, and so this is us just hanging out at my in-laws' house. And this is, I think, the morning and the night that we got. So the night that we got there, and then the morning after we got there. And so I'm just going to be using, this is a page kit that I made for my Scrap-a-thon for class with Nicole Jones. And it is using a few different collections from my mind's eye that are about 4 or 5 years old. And I'm just super excited to be using up these collections finally, because they've literally been in my collection, my stash. Sorry, can't think of the word, but for like 5 years. So this is kind of fun. So I just have a bunch of little embellishments and like tags and frames, and so I am going to use that frame to frame the part of the photo where my kids are playing with the remote control cars outside. My father-in-law has these cars and the boys absolutely love them and have to play with them every time we go there. And so the night we got there, of course, that's what their first thought was, to pull those out and play with those outside. So that is, I'm just framing the remote control cars in that one photo, and I really like how that turned out. Then I'm also going to add this little journaling card, and I just cut off the top of it that said on this day. It was a 3x4, right? Yeah, so I had to cut it down to make it a 4x3 because that's the pocket size that I needed. And so now I'm just adding a white background and then also a piece of pattern paper to add a little bit more interest and to keep it all together. Okay, now I'm going to use this little card there that has some florals on it, and gonna add a little border piece there of a scrap that I had. And it's really fun to use up a lot of the scraps that I've been creating while making these layouts and using up the pieces from this kit. I'm doing a lot of fussy cutting and just using up the kits well. And that's what I really, really like about these little pieces from this collection, is that yeah, I don't know. It makes it really easy to create pocket pages because it's got a lot of little pieces that you can add to cards, and just it flows really well. So here I'm embellishing on that journaling card, and I think that's it that I'm going to do for that journaling card. I'm just going to journal about, how the boys loved playing with the cars when we first got there, and yeah. Okay, so up here I have another journaling card, and I'm just adding a few layers behind that 3x4 card. And that journaling card is going to talk about the shenanigans that is going on in the lower right hand photo with Mark and Tinian. Now I am adding some sequins onto each of these cards that has a little interactive element, and I really like how that turns out, that little added bling So here I'm going to fussy cut out this little saying. I'm not sure what it says, but it went along, with the page, and I wasn't really going to use the rest of the 3x4 card, so I don't have a problem throwing out pieces that I'm not going to use or giving them away. And I am actually participating in a, what is it called? Passing it on box or whatever like that with the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. And so I am definitely holding on to things that I know I'm not going to use and putting them in an area where I can add to that box when I get it. Okay, so now I'm going to work on this card that's up there in the top right or left-hand corner. This is a photo of the boys, Jonas and Brennan and Mark, looking at the scrapbooks of Mark's childhood because his mom is also a scrapbooker. And so I thought that was really fun that they were interested in seeing these photos of Mark as a kid and growing up and stuff. So then I'm going to go to this photo of Mark's dad showing Tinian his new Apple Watch that they just got and kind of showing him how it works. So that's what the journaling on that card is about, just showing off his watch. Now I'm going to embellish on that card just really simply. And then on the bottom card, it's a month card. So I'm going to put the date that we got there. I think it was the 26th that we got there. And so here I'm just writing out July 2017. And then I'm going to put a sequin over the 26th. And I'm also going to put a little phrase sticker there that I cannot read because it's super teeny tiny small and I'm blind. So that's great. That works. And then I'm just going to write with my jelly pen 2017 because I didn't have any sticker numbers that went along with this color scheme. So I just decided to use my white jelly pen. Now I'm doing just a little bit of journaling on this card and kind of explaining what we're doing because there's not going to be any journaling really about it. So it's just going to say remote control cars, and that's all. It just kind of tells you what they're doing. I kind of like doing stuff like this because I don't always have enough space for journaling about every single photo. And so it does make it easier to include all of the photos that I want to include because I am a very, very, very photo, what do you call it? Photo heavy scrapbooker, I guess is what you would call it. So I would rather include all the photos than do all the journaling, I guess you could say. So adding, tile letter stickers and just little tags on each of the cards makes it really helpful to do all of the photos that I want and explaining what is going on in the photos. So now I'm going to finish embellishing this top card. I apologize if you don't like the way that I do pocket pages because I know a lot of people do it one card at a time, but I kind of like to have it all out and just go with the flow and do whatever comes natural. And so I kind of bounce around with my pocket page cards. So I apologize if you don't like it that way, but that's just how I do it. I know that Inky Quill, Adele from Inky Quill, she does it one card at a time, and that's not how I work. I can't do it like that. So everybody's different and it's all good, right? Let me know if you're the same way. If you do pocket page scrapbooking, do you do it one card at a time like Inky Quill does, or do you kind of have the whole page out on your desk and do you just bounce around from card to card as you're seeing what needs to happen? I really like doing it that way. I did it the other way for a long time, but lately this way has just been working really well for me. So here you can see I pulled out a couple of sequins to add to that monthly card, and I just put them on top of the 26th and the 27th because those are the 2 days that this pocket page covers. And that is it for this page. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are enjoying this series, and I will be back in a couple days with another one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!